this has been going on for days,
And I know that I shouldn't feel this way.
I shouldn't feel this way, and now it's you.
Hey guys, I'm gonna do now my top 10 EPs that came out in 2008, and a lot of great EPs, just like the last top 10 albums, a lot of great EPs, so it was hard to choose the 10, but I think I finally came up with the 10, and at number 10, we've got A Rocket to the Moon's Greetings From. Now, this band got, or this guy, because it's a guy, I think, who does everything himself and then has a full band when they play live, and Perfectly on Fuel Bar Rum, it's got that pop rock sound, but there's a lot of like gang vocals in there, which it was totally unexpected, which made it even awesome. And it was definitely a surprise, and it's really good. It's only 5 songs. I would definitely check out the first 2. If Only You Knew and Dakota. Those songs are great. The whole thing is great, but those 2 are definitely standouts, and you should definitely check them out and pick up the album. And it should be cheap because it's an EP. So next up at number 9, we've got Ann Arbor's The Natural Way. Now, this band is signed to Hopeless Records, and this EP is only 4 songs, but their sound is really great. It's a pop rock sound, kind of like in the vein of maybe like early Plain White T's meets like Maroon 5. It's kind of like a dancey-ish, but not with like any beats or anything. It's just like a pop rock dancey type of band, and they're great. But the only thing I don't get is they're coming out with another EP or like later on in the year, and it's got like a song or 2 from this, which I don't really understand, because you think they'd be coming out with full length by now. But either way, they're great. I haven't seen them live, and check them out. Next up at number 8, sorry, is Emery's While Broken Hearts Prevail. Now, a lot of people were disappointed with their last full length, and I was slightly disappointed because overall it could have been a lot better. There was a few songs that were amazing, some were great, or some were just okay, and then some were just eh. But this one, it shows that they're going back to what they're good at, no more like experimentation stuff. It's really great. It had some of my favorite songs on this EP. I can't think of their names now, but overall it's great. It's 8 songs, and it's almost like a full length, but not. But you should definitely check it out. It's definitely a step up from their last full length. Number 7, we're gonna go with Newfound Glory's Tip of the Iceberg. Now, this EP is kind of like 2 little EPs in one, or it's like an EP and then a full length with the International Superheroes of Hardcore, the second half. But this I like the first half, which is just them, and they're kind of doing a homage to like their hardcore roots, the hardcore punk rock roots, and it's awesome. Like, there's 3 originals and 3 covers, and all 6 are awesome. The covers are really great. They sound like their originals, but still sound like Newfound Glory at the same time. And the 3 originals are amazing stuff. You have to pick it up. It's probably one of my favorite Newfound Glory songs, album ever. So check it out. Number 6, we have a band I just discovered like a month ago, and they're called the Bigger Lights. And I'd heard of them before, but then I saw them live with Hey Monday, and they actually really surprised me. Even though when they played, they didn't have a drummer, so they kind of danced up their songs and kind of had a Justin Timberlake type of vibe to it. But either way, like, I listened to the EP, and it's fantastic. It's really great pop rock band, kind of in the vein of We the Kings, Hey Monday, All American Rejects, kind of in that same type of vibe. Checked out Revved and Ready, track 2. Amazing, and Goldmine Valentine's, awesome too. Overall, great EP. I expect big things in the future for them. At number 5, we've got American Diary, The Brighter Colors, or The Brightest Colors, and it's so weird because I haven't heard anything about this band, and they are great. For a second there, I thought they were signed to Drive Thru Records, but I guess they're not. Like, I guess they Drive Thru put out an EP, or like a little mix CD, and they were on it, but they're not signed to them, which is weird, because they sound like they could be on there. They have like they kind of sound like All Time Low. It's like pop punk, but a bit on the pop rock side too. And yeah, they kind of sound like All Time Low. I actually kind of like them better than All Time Low. I think All Time Low is a bit overrated, but they're really great. The EP, I believe, is 8 songs. I think I want to say 8 songs, and they're awesome. Seriously, like, they're so underrated. I don't even know if anybody has heard of these guys other than like 10 people, which is crazy. Definitely hit up their MySpace and see what they're all about. They're really good. I promise you will not be let down. Check out Life Without Living. That song is really great. And I think it's called The Crush. I think it's track 2. Awesome. Check them out. And I think they have dual vocals, but I could be wrong. At number 4, we have Therefore Tomorrow's self-titled EP, and these guys are ridiculous. I saw them too with Hey Monday, and they're from Florida. Awesome. And they're great. They're kind of like they're like pop punk, but with like a metal vibe to it. It's so hard. I guess you can kind of say like they're mixed between like Anberlin and Story of the Year. That's who I would say that they're kind of mixed between, but they're great. The EP is 7 songs, and you should definitely check out No More Room to Breathe. They have a video out for it. It's awesome. Pages is awesome. Another song they have a video for. Overall, they're really great, and the singer kind of looks like the lead singer of My Chemical Romance. You should go and check it out and see what I mean by that. But they're really great, and I see big things for them, and they're on Hopeless Records. So, at number 3, this band I'm sure nobody in the States has heard of, and they're awesome. They're called We Are the Ocean, and the only reason I've heard of them is because I like this band called Just Surrender and My American Heart, and they were on tour in the UK, and these guys are opening for them, so I had to check out what they're all about, and they are awesome. They definitely sound like Alexis on Fire, like almost identical, because they kind of have the sound Alexis on Fire has, kind of like a metal punk sound to it. But they have like a guy who screams and a guy who sings, and the guy who sings is fantastic. He sounds really good. He kind of sounds like Dallas Green from Alexis on Fire, and the City and the Color. He kind of sounds exactly like him, and the screamer is really good too. Overall, a lot of catchy songs on it. It's I think it's 7 songs, and all 7 are fantastic. They're really great. I see big things, but unfortunately in the UK, I don't know what's going on. They need to come down here, just like with Kids in Glass Houses and all these bands from the UK are just really great, and they're awesome, and definitely check them out. Number 2 is a band I absolutely love to death. They're from Florida, and I've talked about these guys a lot lately, and it's Versa Emerge's Perception. Did you see how I didn't say the name, huh? Normally I would say Versa Emerge, but I didn't do it. And it's Perceptions, and it's fantastic, like I said. I think it's only like 6 songs, but the songs that are on it are incredible. In Pursuing Design is sick. Consider the Sea is sick. The Authors is ridiculous. They're just awesome. I can't stop talking about how great they are. There's nothing more that needs to be said. Pick it up right now. Get it on iTunes. Versa Emerge, number 2. Number 1 is a band that came out of nowhere, and they're called Ialaska, and they are amazing. You guys have to check them out. They're so different sounding in the scene that's going on right now. I believe they're on Fearless Records, and they sound like nobody else on there. They kind of have this whole like urban, dancey, R&B, soulful vibe, and the guitar player is related to the singer of Thrice, so but they're amazing. I love them to death. They are great. I can't wait for their full length. Pick it up. You have to check them out. Ialaska, number 1. Thanks guys for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. See you later.